Hi, it's Philippa again, bringing you a little updates and doing my bit to raise awareness of domestic abuse and help to demystify the shame around domestic abuse. Just a quick reminder, it's a global problem. It's in the UK where I'm based, it's 1 in 4 women and 1 in 6 men will at some point in their lives be victims of domestic abuse. As you might assume, naturally with women, it's the physical risk or the risk of physical harm is higher. And although it's an issue that's been going on for a very long time, it's an issue that is still prevalent and going on to a great extent than perhaps one would like to admit. One of the reasons why I think this is the case is really because of the shame to talk about this challenge, this issue. It's still not felt in certain communities to be socially acceptable to talk about it. I get it, I've been through it. But the challenge with bottling it in is we don't bring ourselves much closer towards ending, ideally, this socio-economic issue. We don't bring ourselves much closer towards healing. We don't do our future generations any good either, because statistics demonstrate that a survivor today or a perpetrator today could potentially mean another generation of victim or perpetrators. Systemic issue. Today I caught an article, this one is from the States again, of a lady who eventually plucked the courage to report offences that she'd been experiencing for almost a decade. Physical and emotional abuse. This lady was an ex-Apple engineer. I wanted to highlight that detail because I know there's a little bit of a viewpoint or idea that perhaps this is a lower socioeconomic issue. On the contrary, this issue is affecting all classes. And on some level, yes, it's a private issue. But on the other level, when it gets to a point where your life legitimately is at risk and no one knows, no one is able to give that support, no one is able to offer some interesting suggestions or practical solutions, in this particular case, she eventually did pluck courage. She spoke up and she took him to court. And the sentence, less than 30 days for her perpetrator because of X, Y, Z reasons. The reasons are almost insignificant. I think what's really more pertinent here is the message that sends across to others after him, others at the moment, to himself for the future, because no doubt, unfortunately, the reality or the high risk is he's going to repeat those patterns in another relationship. And let's hope things work out for the best, shall we say. On the flip side, in the UK, we had some positive news of a lady who had been experiencing domestic abuse in a long-term relationship. She plucked the courage, and the perpetrator was given a fairly significant length of sentence. I really just want to take a moment to really applaud these ladies for plucking the courage, because yes, it implies it does require courage. You know, in one case, the case in the States, you know, the lady actually secretly recorded the abuse, which is just doubly courageous. So I just want to take a moment to really applaud these ladies for taking that action and highlighting these issues. And I hope for those of you right now who feel stuck, who feel unsure, who feel trapped, who are weighing things up right now, who are too scared, a little tip I'd like to share with you is just really start to map out who really are the individuals in your life at the moment who you can trust. Because you see, whatever decision you do end up making, having trusted individuals in your life who you can trust enough to speak to, and of course your complete liberties, how much you want to share, having those individuals will go a long way to help make the weight and the pain not seem so heavy, and help you find a little bit of a moment to breathe. And it is literally, something like this is so complex, it can be so complex, so complicated. It's really a case of really checking in. What little action steps, what little steps can I take to help me just be, help me move forward? I hope that's helped. And this is Philippa again, doing my bit to raise awareness of domestic abuse and helping to demystify some of the shame around domestic abuse. Thank you.